highest number of hits that God would have got would have been during the economic crisis. No matter what religion, people have a tendency to pray more when the times are difficult. And we did go through some very, very difficult times about 20, maybe 26 months ago. It peaked. No matter whether you were rich or poor, your future, you felt, was a little blurred. You had to spend a lot of time on the streets. It was a good time because there was across caste, creed, religions, rich, poor, everybody was on the street in the same line, waiting to try to get a liter of fuel or a cylinder of gas. And actually looking back at it, I'm seeing a lot of it these days because I see it with the election propaganda. It was a terrifying time. And it should have been the duty of the opposition then to actually take the responsibility on. But it was not them, it was one man in parliament who came forward to take that responsibility. It's a huge burden. I was with him during that time, I'm still there, and the times are terrifying, but he held very, very strong. He was very confident, and that confidence helped us to get through the day. We would run to him with the most difficult of problems, and he would look at it completely unfazed by the gravity of it and take us through it very calmly. And that's exactly what God wants us to do during difficult times in our lives. We have got through the tough times, we are stabilized, and now comes the challenging part, which is to strengthen the economy and to grow this economy so that the people of Sri Lanka prosper. A lot of hard work went into the stabilizing, not just overcoming the financial crisis, but building the confidence as a country that not just for your people, but for the world who has to come and transact with you or to interact with you in it may be a visit to Sri Lanka, it may be to do some business in Sri Lanka. Whatever it is, they have to feel confident that they can come here and be treated fairly and with transparency. So to reach that, we had to bring in a lot of structural reforms, which have now achieved. The central bank was made independent. That ensures that the politicians don't push it to do the wrong thing, which will affect the economy in trying to achieve political gains. Similarly, we brought in the laws that guide us through our debt, in taking new debt on, and also in managing public finance. There are many other things. One of the key things was the anti-corruption bill that was brought in. It's a world-class piece of legislation. In the region, I don't think it's even second to that of the legislation in Singapore. But the challenging part is now to implement it, to build up the capacity of the anti-corruption secretariat, and to start the implementation process, which has already commenced. If you were not aware, the most senior or the top public officials have declared their asset and liabilities on the internet. You can go into it and look at it. The public can. It's in the public domain. So we are becoming transparent. Change takes a while. Change takes time. But we are determined to go through these steps because the country needs it to strengthen its economy even further so that the people's levels of income go up. Cost of living went up during the difficult times. We brought it down significantly. The rupee has strengthened from 380 to the dollar to just under 300 rupees to the dollar inflation was at an amazing high of 76%, now down to 0.5%, almost no inflation. We have to watch everything carefully so that you don't, in the rush to strengthen the economy, you don't collapse your export markets as well. But it is being managed. Let me assure you that a good team is working on all of this. And with the economic transformation bill, which was brought in recently to help with new investment coming in, that's just one of the angles of it. I think we're now looking forward to a surge in investments coming to Sri Lanka, along with tourism, which is growing fairly rapidly, which we have the plans to even grow, even double in the next 5 years. So we have a good future. That's all I wanted to tell you, taking a few minutes. The country has a good future, and I think it's important that we do stay on track. That's the most important thing. A lot of people have come together, putting aside their political beliefs to ensure that they work for the country. And it is actually that teamwork that helped stabilize the economy. And it is that teamwork that will help us to move forward. So I wanted to assure you, as somebody who's a politician as well as involved in the administration, that we are doing everything to make it a brighter future for Sri Lanka and for our people, and more so for the future generations. They are the ones who will see the best of what we are doing now.